All right, I've got a little twist on this recipe. It's pimento mac and cheese. You know, children, I don't think that they will mind the little red pimentos in it. Y'all, I don't think so. You can tell them it's like sweetened pepper or something.
Exactly.
Sweetened red bell pepper. All right, I'm gonna start off, y'all, by melting my butter. And it calls for 1/2 cup, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that in. And I'm going to throw in some onion and some flour and make a thick custardy, hot custard to melt that cheese and to coat that macaroni in. And we're using rigatoni. We're not using like an elbow macaroni. So you can, shake your pastas up. You can use bow tie or little shells, any kind of pasta you got on hand. Go for it. Okay. And we go, just enough to coat those. Teresa's learning my tricks. Putting a lot of stuff in a little bowl. Aren't you, girl? Where or not? I know it. I think I'm going to bump it up a little bit. That's the same size. There we go. Okay. That should be enough. All right, I'm going to throw our onions in now. And I'm going to saute those until they, kind of translucent. While that's doing its magic, I'm going to come over here to my 13 by 9 by 2 pans. And I'm going to give it a spray because we don't want it to stick. So now to our onions, we're going to add our flour. And we're going to cook that just for a few minutes until it's kind of pasty-like. I might have shortened our butter a little bit for that flour. So, oh, here it is. I'm going to buy a butter dish. I'm going to replace that butter that I took out. Because it could make a difference after all. So you just want to cook this, cook out the flour taste of it. Ooh, yum. This is going to be good. I'm slowly going to add our milk. Oh, just a little bit. Right now, I think I'm going to be able to pick it up and pour. I do love a creamy mac and cheese. All right, I want to incorporate this kind of slowly. How much milk did that call for, Therese?
4 cups.
That's what I thought.
4.
Okay. I think that was a little bit more than 4 cups. I don't know. I can't tell. It was to the rim. All right, so it's going to take a minute for this to come back to ball. And then when it does, we're going to add our other ingredients. Okie doke. Our custard has gotten thick. So you want to cook that for about 3 minutes. And while I'm working on that 3 minutes, I'm on salt and pepper. And I'm using a Himalayan salt in that, and there's my ground black pepper. I just really love the coarsely ground because I just like seeing it. All right, now I'm going to add my smoked paprika. And 2 teaspoons of my hot sauce. Normally, I would just eyeball that, but I wouldn't want to overdo it in case children were being served this. All right, now we're gonna take our 8-ounce package of cream cheese. It's been kind of chunked up so it'll melt quicker. You know, cream cheese just makes it. I could think of some things I'd put that on and still eat it. You know what I mean? Just makes everything better. All right, so now I'm going to add some sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to add some Monterey Jack. About half of that. And that look good, y'all. Yummy. Somebody's gonna be happy. All right. Now I'm gonna add my pimento. And you can just gauge that your own self, however much you want in it. I think I want a little bit more than that. Do it this way. I'm being lazy, not graining it the right way. Y'all have a problem sometimes, some days being lazy. Every really thick, Teresa. Really, really thick. All right. So now it's time for the noodles. And my recipe calls for 1 pound of rigatoni cooked. So I tell you what, I like more custard than noodles. So you just judge on how much of that pound of rigatoni you want to use. So I'm gonna cut that off. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I was probably put in 3/4 of a pound so far. What do you think, Eddie?
I think it needs more noodles.
I think it does too.
This is the way I like macaroni and cheese.
Oh, you like yours with a cooked custard like?
And the cracker topping.
Well, that's good because you're going to have a lot to eat. All right, what you think, Eddie? More pasta?
I think it needs more pasta.
Okay, well, why don't we just use a full pan? You know, he likes all of it. I know it. I just don't want it to be like dry, you know?
I don't think you can have that problem.
No, I don't think so. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Not bad. All right, so let's see. I think I've got everything in there that I'm supposed to have. Oh, I don't have the strength that I used to have, y'all. Getting harder and harder to handle this with one hand. Now, I sprayed my pan. I think I told y'all that. All right, so now we're gonna take the rest of our cheeses and we're gonna mix it with our crackers, our buttered crackers. Mix those together. And we're just gonna sprinkle that. Uh-oh. I missed a little. We're gonna put this in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Ooh, I can't hardly wait to taste. Looks beautiful, y'all. I just keep thinking about Memorial Day coming up and some of these dishes that are so easy to make and makes a lot. It would be a great contribution to whatever function you go into. If somebody asks you to bring a dish, sure. Oh, it's still so hot. It's still so hot. I thought I'd let it cool enough, y'all. I'm like Eddie now. I think my favorite part is the buttered crackers on top. And I wouldn't use anything but a saltine. Or as we call them down south, soda crackers. You're gonna love it. I think your kids are gonna love it. See that little bit of red in there? It's not much. In fact, if you don't want to, you don't even have to put it. If you're worried your children won't eat it. It's so good. Loving best dishes.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.